Premier League season, and it's Klopp on the cop, Jurgen out on top. The 11th different manager to win the Premier League, the first from Germany, Jamie Carragher.
Well, this man is a legendary figure at this club. There's some legends being at this club in the past to be more in the future. Well, that man and this team will be remembered for a very, very long time. I said before the game, he's done a monumental job at this club.
And
it's whether he can keep it going now. He's mentioned his backroom staff coming on, they're a big help to him, there's no doubt about that, Martin.
Yes, Peter Kravitz, Pep Linders, the long-serving goalkeeping coach, John Achterberg. Almost 10 years service now at Liverpool Football Club. Jack Robinson, the assistant goalkeeping coach. Vitor Matos, the elite development coach, one of the newcomers. And the non-medal qualifying players, goalkeepers 3 and 4, Quivin Kelleher, Andy Lonergan, and 17-year-old Harvey Elliott. He's one for the future, that's for sure. Now, the men that have made it happen. Alisson, the goalkeeper. Won't be happy at conceding 3 tonight, but the medal will be more than compensation. And Adrian, who lives in Jamie Carragher's house.
He can stay there rent-free for as long as he wants.
Virgil van Dijk, who won a couple of titles in Scotland with Celtic. He started all the Premier League games for the last 2 seasons, and we shouldn't forget what a wonderful season Liverpool had a year ago and ended up a point short of having a night like this.
Got the Bobby Dazzler glasses on, Martin.
He has. I think he couldn't quite see the way up to the top with the glasses on. He certainly saw where to put the ball with that header to finally get that home goal. That famous smile will be as wide as it's ever been. Fellow Brazilian Fabinho won Liga with Monaco for that great goal he scored against Manchester City in one of the pivotal games. More spectacles for Gini Wijnaldum.
The future's looking that bright, they've all got to wear shades.
It's more like a nightclub than a football club at the moment. And they know how to dance, they know how to party, they know how to selfie. Your player of the season, Jamie.
Yes, I love that man. He was one of the architects in Jurgen Klopp's first season that really got this club and Jurgen Klopp's tenure really rolling. Another great season.
17 goals for Mane, worth 18 Premier League points. And Naby Keita, who opened the scoring here tonight with a spectacular strike and some spectacular moves from him as well. Joe Gomez, who won't be happy that 3 were conceded. They've been very, very difficult to break down when he's been in the team. They're all forgotten now. unmistakable Divock Origi. The regular sub, I think 21 sub appearances in the Premier League this season. 2 goals in the Merseyside derby here against Everton.
Cult hero.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, his 3rd season from Arsenal. He took the plunge, really. He certainly took his chance tonight to make sure that Liverpool won the game. Finished with a win. Here's one you helped develop.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. The man with a wand of a right foot.
And a rare Scouser to have a Premier League medal. 13 assists and 4 goals, another famous one tonight. And his counterpart on the other side, Andy Robertson, 5th Scot to win the Premier League. The man who's done it before, a rarity in this squad, twice with Manchester City. The perfect pro. More than half his life as a Premier League player. Still going strong at 34. Played for Leeds at 16. He'll be pleased Leeds are back in the Premier League too. Well, Adam Lallana's smiling now. He didn't get his farewell appearance at Anfield. 6 years here though, and helping them start out on the journey that's led to a night like tonight. And remember, Liverpool fans will the equaliser late on at Old Trafford. Dane Lovren, who had a good spell in the side before Christmas. King of Egypt, football-wise.
Well, you know what they've been doing in the dressing room now? They've been dyeing their hair.
Getting closer and closer to the moment when they get their hands on the trophy. Joel Matip, who was the PFA Player of September. He started the season very well, then got injured, I think, at Old Trafford in that game when Lallana came up with the equaliser. Here's an interesting story. Takumi Minamino wins the Premier League. He's also won the Austrian League this season with Salzburg, the 6th Austrian League title for the Japan International. So he's a double league champion in the same season. Well, we haven't seen much of him, Xherdan Shaqiri, because of injury. But he knows what it's like to lift a trophy. 3 with Basel in Switzerland, 2 with Bayern Munich, and now 1 with Liverpool Football Club. Nico Williams came in for the 5 previous games, and he's only the 5th Welshman after Giggs, Hughes and Blackmore from Manchester United, Andy King from Leicester. And yeah, they're just checking. He's just squeezed in Curtis Jones. Five appearances. A 5-year deal. Not bad for the local lad. Well, there's one more to come, and it's a somewhat gingerly made climb for Jordan Henderson, a wounded hero. Signed by Kenny Dalglish. Frustrated at coming second in 2014 and last season. Captain sensible. A captain of industry on the football field. European champions, world club champions in very recent memory. But after 30 years, this might just be the biggest lift for Liverpool. Back on top in England. And for the very first time, the pride of the Premier League. Spectacular season deserves this spectacular climax at Anfield.
Well, Jurgen Klopp said he would turn doubters into believers. Well, we believe you now, Jurgen. We believe you now. Bobby Wilcox, Paul Buckley, Jerry Blaney, all the lads up there. This one's for you, boys.
Titles now, and right behind the 20 of Manchester United. Klopp's football is up and at 'em, and it's taken Liverpool way up and beyond them. All their rivals this season. A wonderful achievement, particularly after the frustration of coming so close a year and a bit ago. Together from day one right to this special day. They train with the tempo they play with. They're aggressive in action and attitude, but within the laws of the game, they probably clinched the fair play trophy as well. So dominant in the league in the 70s and the 80s, and now it could be the roaring 20s for the Reds. Jamie, we have to say, well done to the Premier League. We didn't even think we'd see any football for the season would be completed. It's been an amazing effort by the authorities and by the players and the staff at the clubs themselves. And in a sense, yes, everyone else has come behind Liverpool, but they are part of this because they've made it happen. We've played to a finish. One more round to go and still some issues to be decided. You'll see all of that on Sky Sports on Sunday afternoon. But this is Liverpool's night. This is the night of the champions.
If you're going to do it, and you're going to do it without fans, is that the way to celebrate?
Yeah, I think they've done very well. You know, it was always going to be very difficult, but I think that's as good as you can hope for. You know, they've missed out. I feel disappointed for the players. You know, as part of the deal, you get the trophy, you go to the supporters, you see the love and the affection and the passion and the supporters. So I feel for them. They're still having a great night. How can you not have a great night? But they've missed out. I really feel they've missed out.
But John, for the players, they won it so long ago, longer than anyone else has had to wait to lift the Premier League trophy, because they won it with 7 matches still to play. They've still got one more to go. But how big will that moment feel when they can finally get their hands on the trophy?
It'll be huge, because of course they've never experienced winning it in front of 60,000 anyway, so this is the first time they've actually done it, and they deserve this. You know, it's unusual times, and Graham and I were just talking about the fact that, you know, they're celebrating and there are no fans. However, they deserve this moment, regardless of whether there's no one here, because to be able, and look at Jurgen. I mean, I don't know who's waving at,
who's he waving to?
There's not many people around. It could be his family. But they have to go through this. They have to celebrate because, as I said, it's unusual times, but they have to go through the feeling of having won, lifting the trophy, celebrating, and the whole euphoria around it.
Graham, we've spoken many times about how the way that Liverpool used to be run was that it was driven through fear, through the players feeling that maybe they weren't quite good enough and wanted to push themselves even further. Is this a new way of doing it under Jurgen Klopp, where he makes these players feel like kings?
I'm second guessing, Kelly. I'm not in the dressing room. I don't know what relationship he has with them. But they have a squad. If you're a player, you want to be playing every week. And if you look around the dressing room, there's 23, 24 top players. That should motivate you. And I think that's certainly what motivated me. I don't know about John, I'm sure it was the exact same. But this is a very healthy squad they've got. A nice mix, youth and experience. And I think there's plenty of life left in the squad. And that's why I said earlier, going forward from this moment, they're going to be the team to beat if you want to win this competition.
Well, Graham came into a dressing room with serial winners. They were already winning the European Cup, winning the leagues. He added to that. Then, of course, when Rushy and some younger players came in, he added to that. I came into a dressing room with Alan Hansen. But this is a new experience for all of them. They've never experienced this, so they have to savor every moment.
Yeah, there's only James Milner who's won the Premier League trophy.
Absolutely,
obviously, Van Dijk has got titles, but none of them have done this as a team.
The challenge for them is expected next year. They are the champions. You know, if they weren't already, they're going to be the biggest game of the season for everyone to play next year. You know, someone wants their title, that's from now. City will be thinking about it. United will be thinking about it. And that brings its own pressure, and that's something they're going to have to deal with. Everybody will be bang at it when they play Liverpool next year. People will say they already were. But there'll be an extra motivation when you play against Liverpool next year.
But Graham, they're allowed tonight though, aren't they?
Maybe this is all Liverpool away coming out at us tonight. We're always thinking ahead.
But I know you used to celebrate, so you can't deny these players.
No,
you wouldn't be standing in this situation thinking about.
I wouldn't be sober
You'd be
at this
chasing
time.
down those bottles of champagne that we saw around the corner.
Sober this time. I'm going to pull your dad in a minute to see if we can get one of those bottles over there, over here.
And we could drink them once we're off air and say that. No, but John, for the way this Liverpool team have won it this season, the fact that they did it with 7 games still to go, how impressive is that when you look at particularly the Manchester City side that they were up against, that they were just a point behind the time.
It's been incredible because, of course, last year in having such a fantastic season, a successful season, to get to 97 points and win the Champions League, they could have said, well, we can't do any more because, of course, you know, Manchester City still would be the favourites this year. What is the motivation for us to do and try and do what we did last year? And they did it. And it will be the same next year. The consistency that they have to show now is about what they can do. They can't control what Man City, Man United, Arsenal, or anyone else does. They can control what they do in terms of trying to maintain that consistency, which I'm sure they'll do again next year.
And that's the thing that's been off the charts. Not just this year, last year as well. It's 2 years, the consistency levels have been off the charts. And what they did with Man City still played throughout the season fabulous football, but they give up with them. Because this Liverpool team were showing so much consistency, I felt they give up. You know, City ended up losing games, conceding goals that they wouldn't do under normal circumstances. I just think they actually give up chasing this Liverpool team because they saw a machine that was relentless, that wasn't dropping silly points, that were winning the games they expected to win and winning the big games as well. And I just think for City, this was a hard watch for them this year.
We can see Jurgen Klopp just making his way over to come and speak to us. We're obviously going to have a lot to say about him over the course of the next 45 minutes or so. But the Premier League winning manager joins us now. Jurgen, congratulations. Very safe distance fist bump from all of us. I know you can't hear, but I know you've been tested, so I can go reasonably quickly. But Jurgen, do you want to go and join in your number one cologne and come back to us?
Yes.
Matt's pulling you away. I understand they want to get that moment with the team. He's going to come back and join us, but he doesn't want to miss this special moment. If you wait 30 years for a title and then you wait 4 weeks to try and pick it up and you do it in the way that they have, he deserved this moment with his team.
He's got to be with the players when the song's being sung. You know, this is Liverpool. This is Liverpool's anthem. This is the thing that when you're standing in the tunnel and you hear the song, the hairs in the back of your neck go up, and this is a song that frightens opposition when they come to the stadium.